Hey guys, Midwest Fishing Bros. Today I'm going to do a little something different. Here in Iowa, it's really cold and it's actually snowing right now. It's about 35 degrees and I'm going to go to the backyard and see if I can catch something. I'm sure the pond is not frozen over yet, but it should be interesting. I'm going to throw, right now I have rigged up a finesse jig, a Pearl City jig, finesse jig in Missouri craw, kind of Tabasco color. I also have tied on a shaky head and a Cinco onto that shaky head. I'm kind of imitate like a Ned rig. These fish are going to be really lethargic. If those don't work, I'm going to take a little selection of baits. I'm not going to take all my stuff out there, but I actually don't even know why I'm taking these, but I'm just going to stuff them in my pocket. The Avenger Bruiser baits, it's a big craw color, or a big craw bait. I'm not sure if they'd even bite on it. I have some Rocket Craw, Scott Suggs designs, a little bit smaller type craw, and then the Clicking Craw by Venom. I'm also going to take this little bag of assortment stuff that I just put together. I have a bigger jig, then I have some smaller drop shot type baits. I have a flipping hook for this type of stuff. I have a wacky rig, shaky head, a zoom worm, trick worm. Then I'm going to take some Cincos with me. So I'm going to see what I can do. This should be really fun, interesting. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to actually walk because I know my truck would get stuck. Let's do it. Alright guys, I made it to the pond. I'm actually really surprised. Some of the edge is already frosted over. It's not frozen, it's just really like slushy. But this part is actually pretty wide open. So I'm going to see what I can catch. I'm going to start with the shaky head. Alright guys, I'm going to head back in. I didn't catch anything. I didn't even have a bite. Kind of just going out there for fun, seeing what I could do. You know, maybe get lucky and get a nice sized bass. But I was even hoping for a crappie or a bluegill, but nothing would bite. But I'm going to head in and get warmed up, and then we'll see what we have planned. Oh man. Alright. I'm going to put my stuff away, go inside and make some tea, and I don't know what else I have on the agenda, but I was hoping I'd catch some bass. It just didn't happen today. Alright guys, I'm out here in the garage. It's actually pretty warm in here. Well, I guess here you can see it's about 40 and a half degrees in here, about 30 degrees outside. But I'm thinking about the boat a lot, and I want to try to get out every space that I can in this boat and use every space that I can. I've been thinking about this weird trough type thing, and if I cut out this part right here, this rod would be able to fit in here, but if you look, you could only get one rod in here. So there's one on the other side as well. So that wouldn't work. But what I was thinking after that, if I cut out the bottom part of here all the way down and then put a latch from here and stop right here. This could be used as a compartment to store tackle, like tackle boxes like this. I mean, obviously you can't see what it looks like now, but you could imagine if it went all the way through. I mean, there's plenty of space, and you could put, gosh, you could probably fit 2 side by side in there. Probably fit 6 tackle boxes on each side. And then if you go back here, there's even another one which you could even use to store tackle as well. That would free up a lot of space, especially if I wanted to do something right here in this big section, like maybe a live well or battery storage and stuff like that. So I think that's probably what I will do. And even if I don't go that route, I'm still going to try to cut these out because it'd be good storage just for anything. I mean, you put ropes in there, anchors in there, anything you can think of. So that's probably what I'll do with this. You know, there's still a huge spot open in the middle that I'm probably going to put a couple hatches in. And yeah, so that's that. Moving on to this. So I got one of these. It will fit in there if I squeeze it, but this is just so weird because it won't fit in this spot of the boat. But if I move it down here, it'll fit perfectly right there. So I'm thinking about moving the winch up to here and moving this down to here. This will allow the boat to be pulled closer to the tip of the trailer, which will then bring this up a lot farther, so it's actually sitting, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 inches will be hanging off the trailer. So I might try to do that right now and see where I get. So I'll come back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so that didn't work. The boat got so close that the winch wouldn't even crank because it hit the tip of the boat. So what I did, I just moved this down from the top hole down and then moved the winch down. It seems to be working pretty well. The only thing is it just doesn't fit really well on this boat, because if you look, the boat kind of has a weird curve to it. It's not really a point, but that's all I wanted to do out here. I'm gonna go in and now finally get warmed up. All right, guys, Inside warming up, I got some tea, I got some chicken chili, and I have some hot queso dip and some chips. So I'm going to chow down and enjoy. Alright guys, I want to thank you for joining me on my Sunday fun day. Try to catch a snow bass. Did a little stuff to the boat. Tried to figure out something. Ate some chicken chili and tea and queso. I think right now I'm going to try to draw up. I'm not a very good drawer. I'm going to try to draw up a sketch of the boat and kind of what I want it to look like. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm going to do it off camera. But you probably won't see a whole lot of bass fishing videos in the next couple months because of winter. I mean, maybe at the end of February into March you might see some. But my brother and I actually, we might go ice fishing this year. So I don't know how many bass will be caught, but I'm sure crappie and bluegill will be caught. We've never actually ice fished. Well, I haven't ice fished before. He's only done it a handful of times, but yeah, so I'm going to do that. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching our videos. It means a lot to us. We can't wait to see what next year has in store. It should be a good year. The boat should be done. We're going to fish the heck out of that thing. So yeah, it should be quite a fun year. But thanks for joining us today on this video. It was kind of just do whatever, try new things, talking about the boat type of day. So thanks again. If you're not subscribed already, go down there and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks, guys.